Welcome to Jason's Jewels. I'm your host, Jason Alexander. And today we are back in the building with more nepotism in the building. As I got my two boys, Baby J and Micah Satterley, live and direct for y'all. Fellas, say what's up to the people.
What's
Man, what's
happening, guys?
happening?
All right now. All right. So we got a great show in store for you today. We're going to cover a wide range of topics today. I don't know how long this show is going to go. So if you're going to watch it, you can watch the whole thing all the way through or watch it in pieces. Just make sure you watch it. Make sure you tuned in to Jason's Jewels this week. And as we get started, the
Subscribe.
first thing we are going to start off with is college football craziness. Tell me y'all have been watching all this college football that's been going down over the weekends over this season anyway.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a casual college football fan, so I ain't been digging into it like the average person, but I have been keeping up more this year, I will say, than previous years. Like I'm in tune a little bit with the storylines and whatnot that's going
Right,
on.
right. What about you, Mikey? You been watching?
I've been watching a little bit, not as much in the past years because my focus has just been on NFL this year. So I've just been
Yeah.
really wrapped up in that. But I've been keeping up and reading storylines and catching some games. I caught Louisville and Miami a couple weeks ago. That was a great
Right.
game.
Good game.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
watching some top 10 matchups, top 15 matchups when I can. Yeah, it's been
Right.
a crazy season.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so to play a part into this crazy season that we're having right now, I think the NIL and the transfer portal are doing what they were intended to do in the first place, which is make things more competitive. So
Mhm.
I know y'all said y'all. I know Baby J anyway said you ain't been watching a whole lot. That you've been a casual and whatnot. But at the same time, I know you've been seeing the stories about Indiana and Texas Tech, schools like that are not normally your top schools in the country that are actually two of the better schools going on
True.
right now.
Yep.
So, with that being said, what are y'all's thoughts on the NIL and the transfer portal and how it's affecting college football and college athletics for the most part? But right now, since we're talking about college football, we'll keep it on college football. How do y'all think the NIL is affecting college football right now?
Um, Honestly, I mean, I fuck with the NIL because, like you said, there's some not no name schools, but there's a lot of schools you wouldn't necessarily think of that's been making some noise because they can pay these players. Um, but I don't think it really affects the NFL too much because I feel like a lot of the like elites of the elites, you're either gonna go to Alabama, Ohio State, you know what I mean, Georgia, one of the other powerhouses, regardless. I feel like more so in basketball though, you'll see like somebody that has no business being anywhere other than a blue blood go to like Ole Miss or some random stuff like that. But I feel like mostly in football, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they still go into the top programs because I mean top programs still got the most money regardless. So I feel like everybody fall in the bag. I like it for real.
Right, right, right. You got any thoughts, Micah?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think it definitely differs between football and basketball. I feel like college football is still the dominant schools, like always, like Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, but there are some that'll slip in there in the top 25. I know SMU gets a lot of funding for football too, so I'm sure they'll be in the picture in a couple years. Yeah,
Yeah.
basketball is different. I mean, it is changing too, because like I mean, you got Kentucky, Duke, and North Carolina schools like that, but you got AJ, what's his name, out in in BYU, and I just feel like
Yeah.
if I don't know, it's very very interesting and gonna be interesting to see how it is in the next couple years because I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like some people are going to some schools that they normally wouldn't go to if it wasn't for
Yeah.
NIL.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, take Indiana, for instance. They spent $22 million on their NIL budget this year. And that's
Damn.
and that's not including no, I take that back. That is including the NCAA revenue sharing money that they had.
Mm.
So with all that money in mind, that's how they've been able to compete with Oregon. And granted, they don't have Ohio State on their schedule, but chances are they'll meet Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. So if they meet in that game, we're gonna have a situation where Indiana's football team is actually probably going to be better than their basketball team. And I don't think there's ever been a situation in Indiana as far as back as I can remember. I mean,
Right.
as long as I've been alive, Indiana basketball has always ranked supreme in Indiana, just like Kentucky basketball has ranked supreme here. So with Indiana being with Indiana being able to open up that pocketbook and get that NIL money out there and get a team that's able to travel to somewhere like Oregon and defeat a blue blood like Oregon, do you think that, and I'm gonna bring it home for a little bit, do you think that UK as a school is underachieving in football and the NIL? And are there things they can do to achieve the same things that Indiana is doing as we speak right now without hurting the basketball program?
For sure. I feel like yeah, for sure. But it's also because of Stoops. You know what I'm saying? And hear me out. I'll rock with Stoops. I'm not here to slander Stoops like most people because you see what Kentucky football was before him. But he's on the record saying he don't like dealing with all the NIL stuff and how he basically like didn't sign up for that, yada yada. And I mean, I get it. Like if you're the coach and you already got to recruit, you don't want to have to deal with, you know what I mean, figuring out who's getting paid what as well. But I feel like any SEC school has no excuse not to have a great like program based off of just how much money they all have. Obviously, everyone in the country has a lot of NIL money to spend, but I'm like, especially the SEC, there's no reason why and again, obviously Kentucky's usually been bottom of the barrel of SEC, but I'm like, as much money as they generate just being in that conference in general, you would think they'd at least be getting some studs. I ain't saying nothing crazy, but oh no, past couple of years and since NIL's been a thing, you would think they would have had at least a five, like you know what I mean, somebody roll in that's like, hey, this man's different.
Mhm. Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
they're definitely underachieving for sure. But like when they beat Florida for the first time in like 30, 40 years, a couple years ago, and they even slipped in the top 10 rankings, I was like, all right, I guess UK football's back then. I mean, they're really here. So, but they never topped that. And then you had Texas move here, and some other schools move into the SEC, and I just feel like if Mark Stoops was going to get a big name, he would get a big name by now. Everyone just wants to go to Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee. Like I don't see what difference next year and the year after as long as Stoops is here. Like why would someone want to choose UK when they can go to another school that's going to beat UK's ass? So
True.
Right, right. So
Plus, Stoops already seems like he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out anyway. I wouldn't want to play for a coach like that. That's just me
right.
though.
Well, I'm gonna go back to what you said earlier about how he said he didn't want food with the NIL and all that other stuff. With that kind of mindset, and there's another coach whose program is starting to suck now too, who has that same mindset, and his name is Dabo Sweeney, and that school is Clemson. So, with that mindset, do you all think that a coach can survive in today's athletics without embracing the NIL? Because me myself, I don't think so, and I think, like you said, Stoops has got 1 foot out the door. I think it's time for him to go, whether it's mutual or whether Barnhart has to just come down and say, "Hey, look, dog, I'm gonna do you like Brian Kelly." And I'm gonna turn off your badge. I'm gonna turn off your fingerprint scanner, and you ain't getting back in the
Can't
building
get
no more.
in.
You know what I'm saying? At some
No,
point,
for
they're
real.
gonna have to make a decision on that because as I've I've been watching UK football a long time, and Mark Stoops is one of the better coaches that they've had throughout my lifetime when it comes to UK football. At the
Right.
same time, if he's not going to embrace the modern times and take the NIL as serious as he should, then they need to find a coach that's going to do that because Indiana is showing Indiana and even Texas Tech. And Texas Tech, I know folks are going to say it's a Texas school and whatnot. I remind folks, Texas Tech had Patrick Mahomes and they ain't win shit. You understand what I'm saying? Texas Tech is not some kind of blue blood powerhouse school that folks just automatically assume is going to be good. So if
Right.
you got schools like that that can be good, and they got coaches that are embracing the NIL and bringing in money and bringing in players and going to the transfer portal and finding out folks,
Mhm.
it just seems like if you got a coach who's not going to embrace those things, especially in the SEC, you got to get that man out of here, man. So am I wrong in thinking that it's time for Mark Stoops to go?
No, I think it's. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say no, I don't think so. I definitely agree. If you're gonna be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and not like NIL and stuff, then yeah, it's not gonna work. You have to evolve. You got to evolve with the time. Times are changing with NIL and college athletes getting paid more than professionally.
Mhm.
So that's just the way that it is, and kids definitely deserve it. I mean, them paychecks are crazy, but they deserve it for the sacrifices they make. Yeah, you got to evolve if you're going to have that old school mindset of try to bring in natural talent. Like I said, you're going to get stepped on year after year after year to Texas, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama. But yeah, I think it's definitely time to go. I mean, how long has he been there now? Like 12 years, 11 years?
He's been there a while. I'm not sure
Been
off
there
the
a
top of
minute.
my head. I'd have to look it up, but he's
Yeah.
been there a while.
Yeah, just my previous point. Like, I don't see what next year is going to be any different. Why a big name, a big recruit is going to all of a sudden choose Kentucky next year or the year after. I mean,
True.
it's not going to happen
Right.
with Mark Stoops.
Right, right. So one of the things that we talk about at work all the time is Mark Stoops buyout. And I think it's like 30 something $1,000,000. At this point so far, we have already reached $168 million in buyout money to coaches that have been fired already
Damn.
this season. I don't remember a time where coaches at big name schools were getting let go during the season like they're getting let go now, as well as having to pay them buyouts. The question I have for y'all is, do you think the buyouts are fair? And are you in favor of the buyouts or against the buyouts? Like when they get fired, should they not go? Because at the end of the day, that just comes down to how good your agent is and how much money that school makes. But I was wondering y'all's opinions on that because I hear varying opinions all the time. And I know if folks had the money right now, I guarantee they would pull it all together and they would pay Mark Stoops buyout and get that man up out of here based on the people I talk to. But what are y'all thoughts on the buyouts, and do y'all think that the buyouts are fair?
I think they're fair just because you got to remember y'all wanted to sign that coach at the beginning for a reason. So obviously things didn't go as planned, but that's kind of, you know what I mean? That's kind of the risk of doing business. Like when we signed this contract, you thought I was worth whatever it was you were giving me. Now that I didn't reach your expectations or whatever the case may be, okay, fine, I'll go my separate way, but you better run me my money on. And I've seen a lot of them. The only one that really caught my eye that I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy is the Penn State coach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
D-Rock, one of my friends, he's a big Penn State guy. If he sees this, he's gonna be like, "No, he needed to go." I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is he basically got fired because he was the one that raised the standard. So he kind of got fired based off his own success. And I feel like that's the case with a lot of the coaches when they get these bags. They were already known and good coaches, and it's almost like I said, it's their own success that they've set these expectations for the fan base, everyone around them, then they don't reach the expectation that they brought on themselves, and then it's like, well, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
happens with a lot of them,
I mean,
and
you
not
can
that
say
I
that happened
necessarily
with Mark
disagree,
Stoops.
but
Yeah, you can say that
right,
happened with Mark Stoops. He definitely raised the reputation of UK football while he was here, and I don't
hmm
think anybody can deny that.
facts.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I think it's fair too, but because like you got to think it's a lot of pressure also being a coach at a high level school like that, like LSU, Brian Kelly. You go I don't know, you only lose 1 or 2 games one season, then the next season, you lose your first 2 games or whatever it is, like, you've
hmm
already set the bar so high that the expectations are for you to keep winning like that, and if you don't, then
Mhm.
you're gonna move on to the next person, you know?
Yeah.
But so I think it's fair. I mean, yeah, they get fired and then get a huge buyout, but it's still a lot of pressure to be in the position that they put themselves in anyways.
Oh
True.
yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Well, we will transition from college football straight into college basketball. So, how hype are y'all for the season? You understand what I'm saying? Because we're in Kentucky, and I know y'all know that when college basketball season gets started, there's nothing like it in the state of Kentucky. And being that we live in Kentucky, you all both know that the college basketball season started in Kentucky in earnest last Friday when they beat number one Purdue in an exhibition basketball game.
Man, I ain't even giving an exhibition. They beat him in scrimmage. What are we doing here? They
Hey
beat him in a
man,
scrimmage.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It was scrimmage, exhibition,
I'm
whatever
saying it
word.
don't count. I don't want. It don't count.
Yeah, it
But
don't
the
count.
season started. You can't deny the season started on Friday
Season
because
started, but I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. I've been hearing that all week. They beat number one Purdue. Number one? We ain't even seen nobody yet. How's Purdue already number one? I ain't trying to hear that, man. I'm not trying to hear that. And like you said, we're in Kentucky, so you know how it goes, BBN, whatever. But I'm just like, nah. I hope we play them boys. Obviously, I'm talking about Duke. I'm like,
right,
I want to see them. I watched
right,
some of that scrimmage, and I'm not gonna lie, they look better than I thought. But Purdue looked bad to me. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't look like the
right,
number one team in the country to me.
right,
So,
right, right.
not to say Kentucky, like I said, I'm not hating. They looked okay, but all this, winning the, you know how they do before every season. We winning the championship. We doing this. I'm just like,
40
let's
and
hold the
0.
horses, big dog.
Yeah,
I
40
ain't
and
gonna get
0.
into.
I
I ain't even
see it.
gonna get into little booze. I ain't gonna get into boozer now. Ain't gonna get into that because I
No,
know
no,
y'all
we
seen
gonna
what
get
he
into
been doing.
boozing. We
I
gonna
know
get
y'all
into
seen what he
boozing.
been doing. Oh
No, we gonna
yeah.
get into it. We gonna get
Uh-huh.
into all that. That's why
Yeah.
I transitioned to college basketball real quick because I know
Yeah.
y'all know. So with that said, does that mean you don't believe the hype on UK or you do believe the hype? So what are y'all's thoughts on UK? Because one thing I didn't watch the scrimmage, so I can't really speak on it. All I know is that they were missing a couple players. I heard Jasper Johnson look good, which
Mhm.
as a local kid, I wanted to see that happen. Uh, but I mean, yeah, the folks are talking, but it's my understanding UK is missing some people. So if they're missing some people and they look that good on Friday, are y'all believing the hype on UK basketball, or is it like you said? Is it time for them to just calm down, relax, because we ain't seen nobody yet?
I
I
mean, I'm
mean,
believing the hype. I mean, I feel like Mark Pope is a great coach. He came in last year and proved that when he had more doubters last year than he's got this year. And yeah, UK's probably missing a few pieces, but I mean, I feel like they're still going to find a way to win even without those pieces. So yeah, I believe the hype. I'm not saying they're going to win the championship, but they are up there. They're up there in the top 5 teams that could.
Hmm.
I'm
Who,
not
who,
believing the hype.
who are the other four? Well, hold on. Who are the other four you got up there in your top 5?
Well, I got Duke obviously up there.
Right.
I gotta see. I feel like those are the only 2 I've got opinions on right now.
I
But
hear you.
yeah, I gotta check out some more games in the next couple weeks. So I'll get back to you on my top 5.
All right. Well, I was looking at bracketology today, and they had Houston as number 1 overall seed. So I'm guessing Houston's going to be as good as they were last year. I can't remember who I know they had Duke in there, and they had somebody else, but Kentucky wasn't in the top 5 in their bracketology yet. But the official bracketology doesn't start till November 3rd, so we'll see what happens then. But yeah. So let's get into Duke because y'all know how I feel about Cal 2.0. And I'm scared that I just get scared, man. I can't front. I get scared. I don't want to get my hype. I don't want to get my energy up. I don't want to get my hype up. I don't want to get to where I'm like, these boys look great just so I can be pissed off in March when they lose a game they shouldn't lose. So what's going on with Duke? What's y'all thoughts with Duke this year? Because we are a Duke household, whether folks know it or not. This is a Duke family. So yeah, we're gonna talk Duke basketball live from Lexington, Kentucky. So what y'all got on Duke?
First off, you need to respect Coach Shire. That's not Cal 2.0. That's enough
Yeah,
of that.
whatever, man.
We need to put that to bed. First off, that's
He
enough.
needs to put it to bed. If there's
Nah,
anybody who needs
nah,
to put it to
nah,
bed, it's him who needs to put it to
because
bed.
nah.
No, how
I'm
you
giving
lose
Shire
when
the
you
bit.
down? How you lose when you down 20 points in 10? You up 20 with 10 minutes left in the game. How you lose that game? That's some John
See,
Calipari
see
shit
me?
right there.
All I'm saying is, and look, he's not a rookie coach, but he's still young. He's still learning. That's why I'm giving him benefit of the doubt. He's
Learning
been
fast.
coaching
He's
what
bringing
three?
in the top two. He's bringing in top classes every year.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, hey, future's bright. He's gonna figure it out. And the way I see it is this: again, that Houston. If you're referring to the Houston game, we lost in the Final Four. Granted, yeah, we should have won it all, but damn it, we were the one of the last 4 teams remaining. We don't play for Final Fours. I'm not saying that, but
All
me
right, trying to
personally,
say, man, fix that shit.
me, me personally, I fuck with Shire because I'm just like his first 3 years, he's not done nothing. I feel like if anything, he's gone above expectation. I feel like when he was coming in, it was well, he's not Coach K. He's not gonna do. I feel like he's been fine. Obviously, there's some hiccups, but I feel like for what it's worth, we're going from the goat to baby goat. Coach Cal 2.0, that's disrespectful. He's gonna be a better coach. And don't get me wrong, I fuck with Coach Cal, but I think Shire will be a better coach long term than Coach Cal. I think one thing you have to give him, he can coach defense. Offense, I feel like it's been shaky, almost every year he's been coaching, but defense, he gonna get them boys to lock up. And you know what I mean? I kind of like that. He holds his hat on that.
I don't think he's Shire 2.0 either. I mean, or Calipari 2.0. I don't think 2.0. But yeah, he took Duke to the Elite Eight his first head coaching year or something like that. Elite Eight or Final Four or
Yeah,
something.
My
Lost to
man
North
just gets to
Carolina.
the Sweet 16. That's all he
Yeah,
do.
yeah, and he is younger. Yeah, got very big shoes to fill. Coach Cal didn't really have big shoes to fill when he got at UK. It was, yeah, I mean Billy
yeah.
Gillespie and Tubby Smith and whoever else they had. I mean, Calipari was in his own bracket there, but yeah, Shire. I mean, I feel like he's also a younger coach too, so he's in tune with his players. He's more in tune with the NIL and all of that. Yeah, Calipari definitely made NBA products, but I feel like Shire is more in tune with what's happening in the game. And yeah, he did blow a 20-point lead last year, but it's a learning experience. Got to move on.
It is. It is. And I don't put that on him because he's a defensive minded coach. So it was like the offense started stalling, but like, let's keep it a buck. The offense, even with Flag and Colin, it looked shaky a lot. That was my only gripe where I'm just like, offense should look a lot better than what it does. We've seen that in late game situations when.
Mhm.
That's my only gripe with Shire. You do got to fix that, but I think that'll come with time. I think this, especially after last year, I think that's something that'll, you know what I mean, make you for real be like, what am I doing and what can I change?
Right. I hear you. I hear you. And maybe my expectations are high because I've been a Duke fan for so long and I'm accustomed to Duke being this good all the time. Duke is always this good. Now, granted, it's always been because of Coach K, but Shire was handpicked by that man. You understand what I'm saying? So we knew when he came in, he was going to do what he had to do. And we also knew that Shire was his lead recruiter. So we knew recruiting wasn't going to fall off.
True.
Recruiting was never a worry. And I didn't pay attention to any of the naysayers who talked crazy about him replacing Coach K because he was able to recruit. And I was like, Duke is always still going to be good because he's going to be able to recruit and he's going to have the best players in because he's the one who brought Zion them and all them in there. I mean, folks like talk about Jay Lucas and other folks who were involved in recruiting back in the day. But at the same time, Shire was the one who sealed the deal on all them dudes down there. So he's always been a top-notch recruiter. So one of the reasons I will always, well, I shouldn't say always. I'm going to ease up a little bit until it gives me reason not to ease up. But one of the reasons I've called him Cal is because he's always had the most challenging team on the court. It don't matter who they were playing. Don't matter if it was the Final Four or the Champions Classic or the Michigan State game at home in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. If you got to win those games when you're the most talented team on the court, in my opinion. And so a lot of it does come to coaching. Yes, he's young. Yes, he's still got to learn. I get all that. But I want to see results. And when you have the expectations of a team to win a championship and they don't do it and they're that close, this shit's going to piss you off, man. And I can't help but take it out on the coach because a lot of the things that they got wrong were coaching mistakes, in my opinion. And granted, like y'all said, he's young, he can fix it. So I'm going to give him some time to fix it. But if he don't, you best believe Cal 2.0 will come out of retirement. You understand what I'm saying? I won't say it no more for a while. I'll give him a chance this year because I'm looking forward to watching Boozer play. I haven't had a chance to watch him play. So have y'all watched him play yet? Because I know the
I watched him play Tennessee the other day when he had
right?
like 25 and 23.
Yeah.
Hey, and no one's talking about it, but that boy can pass too. He got vision. I'm very excited to see what he do. But I've
So is
been
he going to be the
following,
number one pick in the draft? Is that what they're saying?
That's what
honestly,
I'm hearing.
Hey, same
there's
here.
gonna be there's a dude at Kansas, Peterson. I can't remember his first name. Peterson. I'm like, he's a dog, and so is AJ the Boo Boo, whatever his last
Yes.
name is. The both of them, they some. It's gonna be interesting how that plays out, but it'll be one of them three for sure. But I can see Boozer having winning Player of the Year and still being the third overall pick in the draft, just based
Well,
off of upside. You know how they like to draft, but I'm like
oh yeah, for
Darren
sure.
Peterson. I'm pretty sure is his first name, but I'm like, hey, he's one of them ones for real.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
That'll be something to follow all season though to see how them three do because I think it'll be one of them things where one of them has a good game, one of them ups the other, and then he'll be number one on the draft boards. You know what I mean? Like I think they'll keep flip flopping each other to be something to follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
All
got you.
season.
All right. And you said one's in Kansas and where's the other one at?
BYU.
BYU.
BYU. That's right. That's right. BYU's supposed to be really good this year, huh?
Yeah, I watched a
Huh.
little bit of them too. They do look they gonna be all right.
Yeah, he's called
Interesting.
AJ
Yeah.
Biensta. Can't think of how you say
Yeah,
the last name.
the Banta, something like that. It's something crazy.
All right.
AJ.
All right. All right. I'm gonna keep an eye out for him. I definitely have to keep an eye out for him. So I'm assuming y'all ain't watched the World Series much.
A little bit. I watched a little bit.
So
Seeing like clips of Ohtani. That's about it.
All right. Well, Ohtani is the greatest baseball player to ever play that I have seen in my eyes. Granted, I didn't get to see Babe Ruth. If if Babe Ruth is anything like Ohtani, then I get it. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't never seen a dude hit 3 home runs in a game while he's pitching and striking out 10 batters along the way.
Hey,
That shit just
Different.
don't make no sense, man.
no,
It
it
don't make
don't.
no sense. And I didn't want to talk baseball too long, but I had to get it out there because folks are starting to talk, man. Hey, look, Shohei Ohtani might be the greatest baseball player to ever play the game of baseball, and he's just now entering his prime. And if he is the greatest baseball player in the world, then I see why they made the translator take the fall for all that gambling activity that they had going on out there in Los Angeles.
Hey,
Hey, I'm just saying, I ain't mad at it. Y'all know I love to gamble
right,
too.
right.
I ain't mad at it at all. But somebody had to take the fall, and it wasn't gonna be him. And if there's anybody we should know, if there's anything we should know, when somebody is that good to where you make your translator take the fall, you better live up to it. And granted, he's living up to it. So I did want to speak
Hey,
on that.
he's putting money on his books. It's all good. Translator be all right.
Hey, I'd say the translator is kicked up somewhere nice right now, chilling,
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
chilling, placing some bets on FanDuel right now.
Definitely.
still doing it.
Yeah, oh, yeah. So, speaking of gambling, the NBA has got a big gambling scandal going on right now. And as all three of us are big NBA heads, before we get to talking about the season and what is gone and what has taken place so far in the NBA, I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on the gambling scandal. I know, for me personally, I'm not sure how deep this goes. I'm not sold that it goes any deeper than what it's already gone. So what are y'all's thoughts? Y'all think it's gonna go deeper, or do y'all think this is as deep as it's gonna get?
We honestly, I think it'll probably get deeper. But I'm also one of them ones that thinks this has been going on. Now, granted, now with the NBA partnering with FanDuel and DraftKings and all that, it's coming to light. But I'm just like, come on, man, this shit been going on. And honestly, I think the NBA has an issue they need to fix based on when they give us the information of when a player is out or not.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's still like, you know what I mean? That's on that line of, are you like giving out info, like secret info, or are you just like telling your family members, hey, don't come to the game tonight, I'm not playing?
Yeah.
Because once they give out that info, that can literally go to anybody.
Mhm.
So the way I view it, I'm just like, that's on the NBA because you knew LeBron at 9 a.m. You knew LeBron ain't playing, but y'all don't tell us until 6:15. That's
Mhm.
a whole day. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole day in between that. They gotta. I feel like they gotta fix that for real, and that
Oh,
could
yeah.
solve a lot of the issues. Because I don't think anyone's an idiot like Rozier or Porter that are going out and, you know what I'm saying, faking injuries and shit. I don't think people are really doing that. I think they got too much money and realize how stupid that is. But
I
the
think
inside info thing, I think that happens often. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
I think it's just the beginning. I mean, especially if the mafia is involved and everything, like there's
For
no
real.
telling how deep it really goes. And, I know
Right.
players are definitely aware of what they need to drop in order for a payout. But I mean, obviously they're not going to make it as obvious as Chauncey Billups or Terry Rozier or Jonte Porter are doing. But I mean, I feel like, yeah, there are current players that are probably doing it, but not as, obvious. But yeah, I feel like this is just the beginning. And I
Mhm.
don't even know if they even want to uncover all of it really, because it might end up
That's
ruining
that part.
sports
Yeah,
betting
that
Mhm.
part.
too. So they might, I mean, yeah, it probably goes farther, but if it goes too far, I'm sure they're probably just not do anything about it because they don't want to ruin sports betting, to be honest.
Hey, we know what David Stern did with the Tim Donaghy situation.
Yeah,
So
oh, yeah. And Michael
just
Jordan for
saying.
that matter. We don't have any proof on what happened with Michael Jordan when he went to play baseball. But there's always been speculation that he got in trouble for gambling. And I will say this about Michael Jordan. When you go back, well, I say go back, like watch the Dream Team documentary, maybe it was. And there was a story in there where him and Jeremy Rennick, who played hockey, they were out playing golf one time, drinking beers all day long, whatever, whatever. The Bulls had a game that night. So the way the story goes is Jeremy Rennick was like, so you gonna play 36 holes of golf and drink beer all day and you gonna go play tonight? You ain't gonna take off? And George's like, yeah, I'm gonna go play. Rennick was like, ain't no way. And George was like, man, I bet you X amount of money I scored da 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 amount of points and we get to win tonight. You know, they told that story and everybody laughs it off. Ha ha, yeah, whatever, whatever. Dude, that's gambling, man. That's gambling on yourself. You know, Pete Rose got kicked out of baseball. You know what I'm saying? And he said he never gambled on the Reds, but he gambled on baseball. This is a dude gambling on himself and then telling us a story about it 20 years later. So
He
it
definitely
goes
was
back.
doing that when he played. I'm like, I definitely
Yeah,
would believe that. They love to talk about Mike was so competitive.
yeah.
Yeah.
He would play you in chess or checkers just to take your integrity. I'm like, bro, he definitely was, like you said, telling niggas, hey, I'm gonna score 40 tonight. Put da da da. You know what I'm saying? He definitely was doing that. Now we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
got no proof, but like you said, I definitely think he was doing that.
I
Yeah,
think just
yeah.
there's more of a microscope on certain things nowadays than there was back then. Like not even sports too. Like certain topics
Mhm.
have more of a
Yeah,
microscope on it nowadays.
true.
Cause like, yeah. But yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, yeah, they probably laughed it off, shrugged it off. But if someone tried doing that today, they get a lifetime ban and go to prison.
Yeah, shoot you. They get in big trouble. And that's one of the things that's one of the things I always think of whenever I hear about gambling in the NBA. And now, one of the things I read today was that Terry Rozier he owed the IRS $8 million. And so if that man was in that much debt, then that goes to show as to why he was doing what he was doing to try to get that money. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's one of the things I get, but it goes back to what y'all were saying. You know, if you know at 9 o'clock in the morning that you ain't playing, and you talk to all you gotta do is talk to one person. That
Yep.
person's gonna that person's gonna be in the group chat saying, "Hey man, Brian ain't playing tonight." And
Yep.
then somebody like me, if I'm in that group chat, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go check them odds, son. And if them odds are looking right, I'm betting on the other team, knowing what I know, and I'm gonna use that information because it's only natural. I think it's only natural for everybody to do that. And I think it's too easy for situations to take place. I mean,
Hmm.
I can't imagine say if we had a family member who's in the NBA right now and we just sitting around shooting the shit. It's like, son, your props are you sitting at plus 200 to hit 2.5 threes tonight, man. Go out and knock three for me so I can go put 10,000 on you real quick and make this money real quick. You know what
For
I'm saying?
real.
Like
For
shit like
real.
that probably happens all the time, man,
Oh
because
yeah.
it's too easy for it to take place. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I was definitely intrigued by the gambling scandal and watching all that. At first, it's funny because at first I was taking up for Chauncey Billups because I was like, man, he was just playing poker. He was just playing poker. I didn't realize they was rigging them games like that. It's like, that's
Yeah.
crazy. You see all that with the glasses and the X-ray table and looking at cards and all
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, and that's high stakes poker, man. I'd be ready to kill a motherfucker over some shit like that. If I sit down with $50,000 to play poker, I don't want to get cheated. I wouldn't think I'm gonna get cheated, but these dudes are cheating like crazy. And it's
No,
like,
for
man,
real.
that don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense at all.
Like I said, the
Mr.
mafia
Big,
But
hey,
involved.
Mr.
That's some, mafia and just like other like
For
yeah,
real.
related like crime organizations. Like those are professionals. They know what they're doing. So yeah,
yeah.
crazy.
And if the
They
mafia,
ain't they ain't come out yet though. They ain't come out and said, but I'm telling y'all, Jonte Porter snitched on everybody.
you
Had
think it was
to.
Dante?
Yes, because he was apparently tied with the mafia too.
Yeah, they
I'm like,
said he
he
has a
told.
connection.
He
Yeah.
told.
And see, at first I was thinking it was Gilbert because Gilbert Arenas is stupid
Yeah.
and he likes to run around saying
He
stupid
was
shit.
trolling too.
Yeah. You can't get out of jail. You can't get out of jail and come in and say, I'm snitching on everybody. I'm snitching on everybody. Gil the snitch. That's what y'all can call me. And then when they go to jail, you get mad when everybody says, well, Gil snitch. You can't
You're
get
right.
mad then, Gil. You can't do that. You can't run around acting stupid. But Gil's stupid. And we know this.
Yeah, he's silly. He
Yeah,
be
man,
trolling.
that dude is a clown, son. That man's a
Yeah.
45-year-old clown or however old he is, man. He never grew up. Don't make no sense. He's the wrong kind of person to have money because when he has money, it's the devil's playground and he's just gonna do all kinds of dumb shit with it. And you're never gonna be able to stop him because he's always done dumb shit throughout the entirety of his career. As we all know, we're talking about the dude who brought his damn guns to the locker room. So just goes,
Mike, hey, whoa. I know what this is.
what's that?
Gil gave Kobe 60. That's what this about.
Good Lord.
That's what this is about. He gave Kobe 60
I
straight
never said he
jumpers.
wasn't a good basketball player. I said he was a clown. That's two different things. Two different things.
Yeah.
You
Gave
act
the
like
mama
Kobe ain't never
60.
been scored on something. You act like, y'all,
60's
ain't nobody worried
crazy.
about that.
60's
You,
crazy.
you know
Just
what's
saying.
crazier than 60?
Don't say 81, man. We know
81, motherfucker.
that.
81. That's crazier than 60. So
No,
anyway,
you're right. You're right. I'm just
but
trolling.
But back to the topic. Yeah, Gil's a nut, man. Gil's always been a fool.
Yeah.
So
He is.
we just can't. But one of the things they said was Gil was fooling around with the Israeli mob, and the rest of them were fooling around with the Italian mob. Chauncey Billups and them were fooling around with the Italian mob. So we already got two different crime organizations going on with their hands involved with basketball players. So yeah, like y'all said, I have to agree. I do have to agree. It may get deeper, it may not, and if it don't get deeper, we know why it won't get deeper, and that's because they just too much going on. They're gonna sweep it under the rug. Because if the mafia got the mob, there's no way you're gonna prove. There's no way you're gonna convince me that the mafia is involved and they're only involved with one or two basketball players. Their reach is far greater than that. So, but anyway, enough on the gambling scandal. The NBA season has started. What are y'all's thoughts so far? My thought right now, Victor Wembanyama is an alien, son. He's an alien. The man went and hung out with Wu-Tang and the Shaolin Kung Fu masters, came back. He's stronger. He's bigger. He looks faster. The man is out here doing moves like Jamal Crawford, shooting like Steph Curry, blocking shots like Victor Wembanyama. So I'm all over Victor. I'm all over Victor right now, if you can't tell. But what else have y'all noticed and what else have y'all seen from the season so far to get things started off?
Yeah, like you said, Wemby, he looks crazy. The rookie class, to me, I feel like this might be a special rookie class. Obviously, you got Flag, but I'm like VJ Edgecombe. He's looked really good.
Man.
And I watched a little bit of Baylor because Jeremy Roach was there, and I'm like, VJ didn't look like this in college, man. It's
Right.
crazy what spacing will do for you, though. But him,
Yeah, it really
Trey,
is.
you know what I mean? He looked like a whole new player. Trey Johnson, out of Washington, he's another bucket I don't see many people talking about. I think he's averaging like 15. He's another one.
Where's he at?
He's in for the Wizards, but he's that
Okay.
guard from Texas.
Poor bastard.
Smooth
He's playing
jumper,
for the
man.
Wizards.
Super smooth jumper. I'm telling you, if you don't know him yet, you will soon. He's cold, but
I'll keep an
I
eye out.
think mainly, Go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying I'll keep an eye out.
Oh yeah, no. But yeah, that's mainly it for me. Just it's still early, but seeing this rookie class, I'm like, no, I think this rookie class might be one of them ones for real.
Okay. All right. What about you, Michael? What you seeing?
Yeah, Wemby's crazy. I mean, I knew we would see a leap, but the leap that he's taken this year, but like you mentioned, yeah, I seen him with a bald head and he was out with the monks. I was like, oh yeah, he's not playing around this year. And
Man.
yeah, his numbers are showing it. But yeah, I knew he was gonna take a leap. I knew he was serious about the game, but I didn't know he was gonna take a leap like that. I mean,
Right.
I don't know how you're gonna stop him. I don't know how any teams are gonna stop him.
Yeah, that's my thoughts. That's exactly my thoughts as well.
Yeah, he's gonna be exciting. Prayers for a healthy season for him. If everybody stays healthy, yeah, the Spurs could definitely be a problem. Got Dylan Harper and like Baby.
He's another. I
Jay
forgot
was
to mention
saying,
him.
yeah,
Man,
he's tough. And like Baby J was saying, the rest of the rookie class, like Cooper Flag, BJ Edcombe, Con Knipple. I mean, he's
Cons look good. Yep.
even though he's stuck at the Hornets, but yeah,
Yeah,
definitely gonna be an
poor
exciting season.
He's got them looking like a different team though, for real. Just his presence and his spacing. I'm like, even the Hornets are looking okay.
Well,
Like,
Melo's playing all
it's
right
still
too.
early though. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
he
early
is.
though. But
Yeah,
man,
yeah. But and then you get to the vets who are playing. I mean, I say vets, but they're playing like they're vets. Like Luka Doncic, he's playing good.
Mm-hmm. What about my boy White Mamba?
Yeah, Austin Rivers, he's tough, super tough. 51 and then 41 back to back. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. That's
yeah,
what
he's
playing
tough.
with Luka and LeBron will get you.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to him. Yeah,
Yeah.
Luka, Austin Rivers are on a tear. Anthony Edwards, like yeah,
Yeah,
it's
man.
gonna be a lot. And SGA, can't forget SGA, but
Can't forget SGA.
definitely gonna be an
Yep.
exciting.
MVP back to back.
I don't know.
Oh no, man.
But
No.
Back to
he'll be up
back.
there. He'll be up there.
Hey, I ain't gonna front. I watched what game was I watching? It was San Antonio. It was last Thursday. I can't remember who they were playing. But I was watching, it might have been New Orleans now I think about it. And I watched Wemby. I watched that man block them shots and come down and shoot. No, that was on Sunday. He did what did he do? I can't remember
had
what
those
he did.
back to back
He did the
shot blocks.
crossover.
Yeah.
He had the ball at the free throw line. He did the crossover, dribbled behind his back, stepped back, shot the three.
Yeah.
Man, I saw that shit. I put $25 on him to win MVP at plus 850. That shit
Yeah.
is down to plus 310 now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
for real.
his shit for MVP went down real quick. If he can stay healthy, they'll give it to him. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure. You know, I mean, they've been waiting to do that, but
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It was the
Absolutely.
Spurs are
Mavericks.
must see
It was the
TV
Mavericks,
though.
Chase, and he crossed up Derek Lively. He hit him with the in and out
Yeah, the
cross.
Mavericks.
Yeah.
Derek
Yeah,
Lively
that's
went
who
the
it
other
was.
way. Then he hit like a double behind the back three and one, and it was an
Yeah.
and 1-3 too.
Bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mavericks.
Yeah, that man outplayed Anthony Davis. I was like, oh shit, let me go and put this money on
What I
him
thought was
now.
crazy. He made AD one of the arguably the best interior defender in the league before Vic. Like
Yeah,
he made him look like me out there. That's why I'm just like, no, he definitely different.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. He's gonna be fun to watch. I'm like Micah, man. I just hope he stays healthy. That's all.
Facts, for real.
If he can stay healthy and give us a full season, man, he's gonna take the NBA, I think, to another level as the next row of superstars start to take over the league now that LeBron and Steph and uh shit. Hell, Joel Embiid to a certain extent are on their way out the league. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, I don't know. How's it gonna be for y'all when they're out the league? Y'all are pretty much grown up with LeBron and Steph and KD, Russell Westbrook. You
Man.
know, they only got so much time left. How y'all feeling knowing that some of the dudes that y'all have been watching your whole lives are gonna be sitting at home chilling for too long?
I mean,
Man,
I'm happy about it. I mean, they all had good careers. It's definitely time for the new generation to take over. It's just, that's life. That's what it is. Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Yeah, no, I think the league is in great hands. I mean,
Mhm.
people who are the face of the league right now. I mean, I couldn't ask for better players to be the face of the league right now.
Right.
facts.
Yeah.
No facts. Yep. I feel the same way. Obviously, it's different because SGA, he my favorite player and he's taken over. So I feel a little different if he wasn't doing what he's doing the past couple of years. But league's in good hands with him. And like Mike
Mhm.
said, there's a lot of. I like how there's not like we keep having this convo, which it's annoying. But like, who's gonna be the face? Well, first off, Wemby probably got that in the bag. One, two. It was just a tired combo because it's like you can have like multiple faces. Because I feel like we have like 6 or 7 different players you could argue is the face. You know what I mean? Like, is the face
Mhm.
or you think could be the face.
Oh yeah.
Even John Morant with all this stuff, I feel like no one really talks about Ja no more. Like, I'm like, he's still cold. He's still doing like what he needs to do. It's just a matter of like, there's a lot of them like that though. I feel like Tatum too. He don't get enough. I know he's hurt right now, but like when he was playing, why couldn't
Mhm.
he be the face? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of dudes I
absolutely.
feel like you can really throw their name out there and it's kind of like, could you argue, you know what I mean, with them being the face of the league?
Right. Oh yeah. I think with Luca in Los Angeles, they're gonna do everything they can to make him the face of the league. But I'm with y'all, man. I think Victor's gonna be the face of the league for many, many years to come, man. I just don't. He says all the right things. He does
Yeah.
all the right things. If there was anybody in the league that you would want to be a representation of the league when they talk, when they show up, how they act in public, it's gonna be him more
Yeah.
than anybody else. And at a young age, man, that's not something we see all that often, man. He's a special talent, special individual. It's gonna be fun watching that man, and I can't say it enough. I just hope he stays healthy, man. I just want to see him stay
Right.
healthy so we can see what he does and watch that man go out and block shots and shoot logo threes and whatnot at 7'7" or whatever it is they say he is, man. That shit's crazy.
All I'm gonna
Crazy.
say is the Spurs and OKC rivalry is back. I'm glad that they can finally be relevant again.
Yeah,
We ain't
yeah,
heard from
yeah.
them since about Tim Duncan 2015. So if any Spurs fans are listening, I'm glad you guys can finally watch your team again because it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, hey, it's all facts right there. It's
Yep.
all facts right there.
And
All right.
again, I mess with Wemby, but Chet's got a ring. But we can go to the next topic. I
He might
just
have
seen
a
the
ring,
report.
but there's no comparison between the two.
Yeah, man.
No,
Knock
yeah,
this
you're
shit
right.
off.
You're right. There's no comparison. One got a ring, one don't. I seen where
Yeah,
Mark
yeah, yeah.
Spears. I seen where Mark Spears had a report, and I mean, I believe it to be true. Mark Spears, he's pretty prominent. Said that Wemby was motivated this offseason because he felt Chet had got a ring before him, so that was one of the things that was motivating him
Hmm.
coming into the season because they got that little beef going.
Yeah, as I say, they don't like each
So
other. They don't like
yeah,
each other, man. That
I
that
like
shit is
it.
fun to
I
watch.
like
Yeah,
it.
it's fun to watch. I remember that
Christmas
game
Day
last
gonna be
year, that
lit
first game last year when they played each other. They were going at each other, and I was
for
like,
real.
"Damn!" I was like, "Look at Chet out here acting like he's an NBA player and shit." I said, okay, Chet, I see you. I see you, big
I
man.
like it. Hey, the
Oh,
game
yeah.
needs that. We don't really got no rivalries no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like two dudes don't rock with each other, or whether it's competitive or not. So, the
Yeah,
game needs
true,
that
true.
back for real.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the other day who Kay Cunningham had that beef with. It's Jalen Green, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rub his chin.
Yeah, and he's on Phoenix now, right?
Yep.
All right, so that's
Poverty.
Detroit and Phoenix. That's going to be the game. It's going to be the other game I'll have to tune into on my league pass to see what's going on. Because, man, them rivalry games are fun, man. When you got two
They
dudes
are.
that hate each other, man, that's a lot of fun, man. I enjoy
Mhm.
watching it.
Hopefully we get OKC and Spurs in the playoffs. We'll get them boys out of there in 5.
Oh,
But
that'll
we'll
be
see.
fun, though, man. That'll
Be a
be
good
fun one.
series.
That'd be fun for real. That's why I want to see Wemby in the playoffs. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna sound like a hater, but all these regular season highlights is cool. But let's see what you do in the playoffs, my boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, we going to find out one day. Either way it goes, we're going to find out.
Play in maybe, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, all right. Before we get into the NFL, we're going to have one of my favorite segments that I always love to have, and that's when I give my fantasy football team update that I know y'all don't care about. And I got 2 more folks up here who got fantasy football teams. So you're going to get a triple dose of fantasy football teams that I know y'all don't care about, but we getting ready to give you them updates anyway. So, Baby J, go on and kick it off. How's your team doing? Who's on your squad? And what are your prospects looking like for the playoffs?
All right. In this league, mind you, I'm a 2-time champ. So let's let that be known off rip. I'm a 2-time champ, 2 of them.
All right, Chet.
But as y'all know, in every fantasy league every year, it might be a different person. Maybe it's the same. There's always that dumbass who just be doing stupid stuff, whether it's a trade, whatever. Usually it's trades. So Joe Burrow got hurt. I traded Jamar Chase for Malik Neighbors. Straight up. I just did that
Okay.
straight up because I
Okay.
was just thinking upside. I was like, they're both going to be similar, but I could see Malik Neighbors being wide receiver 1.
Right.
Chase was out there with Jake Browning. So I'm like, whatever. I
Right.
kid y'all not. I traded him the week before Malik Neighbors tore his ACL. So he started the game with 2 catches. I'm cheesing. I'm happy. I watched the play go down. I knew right then and there my season was over. So I thought. I was 0-3 at this time. That's why I traded Chase, because I'm like, I got to shake something up. I got to make something happen. Since then, I'm on a 5-game win streak, and my roster is nasty. I'm talking Chase Brown. He had a good game Sunday, but he ain't really done nothing. Drake May, he's really been my best player. I did draft
Okay.
him late. I got him real late.
Right.
I traded another stupid trade. I traded Rashee Rice. I had him, but because I was 0-3, I'm like, I can't wait till week 7 and just, you know what I'm saying? Week 7, I
Yeah,
might be 0-7. What am I gonna do with him then?
I get the logic.
So I shout out Logan Lynch because I'm an Eagles fan. He traded me Devontae Smith for Rashee Rice straight up. So I do got
Okay.
Devontae. But my main guy, I got Tyler Warren too.
Oh,
I'm tight end university. I drafted Brock Bowers last year in the 10th round. I got Tyler Warren in the 11th round this year. I'm tight end university. I will say that. But yeah, after starting off 0-3, I've won my last 5. So I'm 5-3. I'm 4th in the league now. So things are looking up for real.
okay. All right. All right. Good deal. All right, Mike, it's your turn. How's your fantasy football team doing? Do you like your prospects for the playoffs, and who all you got on your roster?
Surprisingly, I'm 6-2, number 1 in the league right now. Second place is 5-2, and it's a 15-team league too. So that's the crazy part. I'm at
Yeesh.
15 teams, and I'm in first place right now. But when the draft went down, like I thought I was doing all right, like drafting and stuff, because it's 15 teams. Like that's super deep, and you don't have.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
But don't worry,
I'm in
next
12 and it's
year we
hard.
agree we're
Yeah.
15 teams, so it's gonna be broke down next year. So just gotta tough it out this year. But yes, 15 teams. When I was drafting, I just remember like after the draft was over with, I was like, damn, I'm gonna suck this year. I'm gonna be terrible. Because I was like looking at other people's rosters and stuff. But yeah, it's been working out perfectly for me. I ended up having some gems. My team consists of I got Bo Nix, I got Josh Jacobs, Alvin.
Okay. Okay.
But my 2 gems this year has been Emeka Egbuka on the Buccaneers,
Man.
and Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft has been showing out for me this
Yep.
year.
Tucker Craft has been balling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so definitely been pleased with those two. They've had a couple 30 hour Tucker hasn't, but Emeka's had a couple 28 plus point games for me.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Josh
cold.
Jacobs finds the end zone, so those were just some extra points. But yeah, with Bo Nix's 40-point game against the Giants a couple weeks ago, he had like 39.96 or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I got
That's
Marvin
pretty
Harrison
devastating
too,
for him.
who's been like iffy for me. That was the main person I was concerned with was Marvin Harrison Jr. I drafted him but I knew he didn't have a great year last year, so I wasn't too worried about the sophomore slump this year. So I was like, okay, he might end up being better, but he's been all right. But yeah, Emeka Egbuka and Tucker Kraft have really carried me this year.
All right. All right. All right. And yeah, so my team has been kicking ass all year long. All year long. Love my team. Got Dak Prescott at quarterback. I also got Justin Fields. And I was telling Michael before we came on the air, I haven't been able to dial them in properly yet. So out of the 7-8 weeks of NFL season we've had, I've got 2 of the weeks right as far as picking who the better quarterback was going to be. And so luckily that hasn't hurt me too bad. I got Bijan Robinson at running back. I got Devon Achane at running back. I got
Man.
Jackson Smith and Jigba at wide receiver. I got A.J. Brown at wide receiver. Throw him the ball, Jalen. Throw him the ball.
Hey, you see what we did without him? Go ahead.
I don't care what y'all did with Adam. I'm worried about what y'all do with him. Throw him the ball.
Man, tell him quit crying then. Run your routes, you get the
Throw him the
ball, man.
He'll
Quit crying.
He
Damn.
ain't gonna cry if he throw him the ball. He ain't
Posting
gonna
that
cry.
shit on Instagram, man. Come on, tell him quit doing that. You ain't getting the ball. Shit.
Hey, no, I need that, son.
But we
I
send
need
your
that.
ass to Cleveland.
Hey, send him. I don't care where you send him. Send him somewhere they're gonna throw him the ball. That's all I'm
Nah,
asking.
yeah.
Throw
I
him
ain't
the
gonna lie. It's
ball.
been pissing me off. He doing all that shit, man. We trying to win the Super Bowl. You mad because you had 2 catches. Boy, we won.
Hey, I'm mad too. He's like, look, man, I got to go back and score for my boy Jason, man. And y'all fucking shit up, man. Period. Hey, I need them numbers, son. I need them numbers. But
That's a nice
luckily,
squad, though. That's a nice squad, though.
hey, even with AJ Brown underperforming, my squad has been kicking ass this year. My tight end, I was having problems at tight end. I had David Njoku, and he wasn't doing a whole lot. I was able to pick up Oronde Gatson on the waiver wire, so I think I'm gonna be sitting all right at tight end now. My kicker's Brandon Aubrey. My defense is the Denver Broncos. I love my team from top to bottom. I got Ted McMillan also, DJ Moore. I just like the way my team is built. If we can stay healthy, I like my chances, man. I like my chances. And
What's
if I
your
can win
record?
the regular season, I get money for that. So I'd be satisfied with winning the regular season and losing in the playoffs because I still get money. And at the end of the day, when you play fantasy football, it's about getting money. Yeah, we on that route. So
What's your record?
6-2. I lost this past weekend. I was on a 5-game winning streak, and I lost this past weekend because Jackson Smith and Jigba was on a bye. And I can't front, man. He has been carrying my team. This
Man, he's
man
cold.
gets on the field and he just gets 25 points for you like it ain't nothing. So
Mhm.
I love me some Jackson Smith and Jigba, and he was on a bye this week, so it should hurt my heart a little bit. But I was like, man, when you go through the buys, you just trying to manage the best you can anyway. It's about making sure when you get to the playoffs, your team is healthy and they're all performing the way they should. And granted,
Facts.
if the Atlanta Falcons had done what they were supposed to do and beat the shit out the Miami Dolphins like they were supposed to do, I probably wouldn't have lost because Bijan Robinson going against the worst rush defense in the National Football League should have been money in the bank, man. I don't get it. I'm not going to get it. I'm never going to get it. I'm not going to understand it. This is the last time I'm going to talk about it. I'm forgetting about it. Fuck the Atlanta Falcons. I'm moving on.
Nah, you're not wrong though, for real. Like,
A similar situation too at quarterback. Obviously I got Drake May. He might be the #1 fantasy QB right now. I know he's at least top 3, but
Right.
I had Fields as well. And that's low key how I'm on a 5-game win streak. That's why I'm like, Justin Fields, I know you ain't watching, but they will never make me turn on you, my boy.
Yeah, me
He
neither.
had 20, he scored 30 twice, and I needed every bit of those 30 to
Yeah.
win. So
Mm-hmm.
I did drop him last week because I feel like it's over. But Justin Fields, they will never make me turn on you, my boy. I rocks with you for real.
Hey, I'm not letting him go because you just never know. He's just gonna sit on my
You
bench.
never, yeah,
I can't let him go because hell, he
right,
outscored Dak again last week, and I gave up on him 2 weeks ago when you did. I just ain't cut
right.
him. But Dak gave me 11 last week, and Justin Fields gave 29. It's like I can't get them right. I can't dial them in. But I'm just gonna go with Dak the rest of the year. What happens, happens, and we'll see how it plays out. Dak ought to be all right. I think he had
Right.
a bad game on Sunday, but I think he'll be all right.
Yeah,
Fantasy
especially with
wise,
CD
Right.
back too. Yeah, he'd be.
yeah,
Yep.
oh yeah. That's one thing I'm not worried about. I'm worried about health, and that's it.
Right. I more so dropped Fields. It was more so about Drake May. I was just like, it got to the point where I'm like, I don't care who he's playing. I'm starting him every Sunday.
Yeah, you
Like,
should. You
Yeah,
should.
you know what I mean?
he's proven you should for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Facts.
absolutely.
Facts.
It's
All
pretty
right.
crazy. All three of our teams are in first place, though. It's kind of.
Oh yeah, shit yeah.
I ain't in.
like that.
I'm in fourth. Yeah, I ain't in
Oh,
first.
well,
but-
we're
hey,
up
we getting
already.
there though. We getting there though. I was 12th and now I'm fourth. So I'm like, they
What's
can't
your
tell me
record
shit.
now?
I'm 5-3.
That's not
Okay.
Bad. Not bad.
Yeah, I
that ain't
started off
bad.
0-3, and I'm on a 5-game win streak. Everybody, I mean, they was talking shit about the trades, and I mean, I'm the butt of the jokes, and Malik Neighbors is hurt. That's tee hee ha ha. Like, it's the worst when you get inflamed in the group chat and you just don't even answer. You just reading them, don't even answer. I ain't even got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Then Rasheed Rice comes out, scores 2 touchdowns. Now I'm getting cooked again. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, I
man.
really did. And every time Jamar Chase does something, I'm always like, you really traded him.
Hurts a little bit, though.
Yeah.
I might hate him for the rest of my life. He ain't even do nothing to me. I'm just like, man, this is crazy, bro. He's going crazy with Joe Flacco.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All he needs
And in my
somebody to
defense,
involve.
if Joe Flacco was there, I swear I wouldn't have traded him. But
I hear you.
Jake Browning, what we
Yeah,
doing with
man.
him? He wasn't doing nothing. I was like, I need to make something shake, man.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah. Hey, it worked out for you either way it goes. So
It
that's all
did.
that
It
matters.
did. That's just always going
Right.
to be one of them what ifs because I'm going to keep it a buck. If I get to the playoff, I should get to the playoffs, but I'm like, just looking at my roster, unless something crazy happens, I don't know if I'm gonna make a run, but we'll see. You never know. We'll see.
You never know, man.
I
Crazier
got
things
5.
will happen.
I say we got 5 of them things. So
I won a fantasy football league one year by making the playoffs on the last week of the regular season, and instead rolled all the way through the playoffs and won. So, man, when I say
yeah.
anything can happen, man.
That's the
You
fun
never
thing
know.
about fantasy. You right. Anything can happen for
Yeah,
real.
folks is like he shouldn't even been there, and it's like it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Pay
I
me my
was.
money, give me my cash.
It don't matter.
Yeah. But all right, so on to the NFL. Now that we're done with fantasy, on to the NFL, the real NFL. Who are y'all's best teams in the AFC as we sit here in week 8, going to week 9 of the NFL season? Pretty much the halfway point of the season. Kind of sucks to say that, man. It's been a fun ass season, man. And I hate that it's going by so quick, man. But who do y'all think are the best teams in the AFC to y'all?
I would say, of course, you got the Chiefs. I think now that they got Rice back, even before that though, they were starting to trend up. I think they just got off to a little bit of a slow start, but
Right.
got to throw them in there. This sounds crazy to say out loud. You got to throw the Colts up there. I'm like,
Yeah, man.
Colts are cold, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Taylor might be MVP right behind Mr. Hurts, but
Yeah, I was going to say
he's been
that
going
conversation
crazy.
later, but we can go on and jump into it now. Jonathan Taylor, if he keeps playing like this, he should absolutely be the MVP. And it
For
goes
real.
back to what happened last year with Barkley. Granted, Lamar and Josh Allen had 2 ridiculous seasons last year, so it made it a little bit harder to give that nod to Barkley. But this year, I hate that Patrick Mahomes is the favorite for MVP because it's like he's doing good, but he still ain't doing as good as he did when he's won MVP. And because of that, the Colts got
Joker
the best.
effect.
Yeah, the Colts got the best record in the NFL. They got probably the best player in the NFL, best running back for sure. And when I watch this man, I can't compare him to anybody. Like normally, when you watch somebody, you can be like, man, he reminds me of Walter Payton. He reminds me of LaDainian Thompson. He reminds me of Marshall Faulk. This dude out here reminds me of Jonathan Taylor, man. He's out here just busting off 8-9 yard runs like it ain't nothing, man. And
Man,
it's fun to watch, man. So
it is.
what are y'all's thoughts, man? Should Jonathan Taylor be MVP over a quarterback this year, or should they just go on and give it to another quarterback?
I think they need to just give it to him, man. I mean, the
For
Colts
real.
weren't supposed to be this good. They are. Only lost one game. I mean, Saquon with the Eagles is a little different because he definitely made the Eagles better, but the Eagles are already like a good team. Colts are not supposed to be as nearly as good as they are. He was not supposed to be as good as he is this year. So,
Right.
I mean, I'd be okay with it over Mahomes for sure. But, everybody loves the Chiefs and Mahomes. You know how that goes.
The glazing is nonstop. So I do got to ask you, as a Giants fan, are you happy for Daniel Jones to see him doing good, or does it piss you off to see him doing good?
I'm very happy he's doing good. I mean, the Giants fumbled. They fumbled Saquon. Saquon gave the Giants opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to make things right. They chose not to, so he left as he should. I don't blame
Mhm.
Saquon for leaving either. And then Daniel
Right.
Jones, they just did not set him up for success either. Really, I mean, he was playing like trash, but I can see why he was playing like trash. But
Right,
yeah,
right, right.
like, I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy for Saquon too. I'm not bitter at it at all. I mean, they definitely gave the Giants all they had. It's not like they came and left. You know, they were drafted by them. They stuck around. They hung around through very
Yeah.
tough years. No, they deserve all the credit in the world.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. I was curious about that. I had to ask. I had to ask. So, I would say my best teams in the AFC are similar to y'all's. I definitely think that Kansas City is trending in the right direction. They're trending in that scary direction, in that direction where they just start to look unbeatable. You know, Patrick Mahomes has got weapons again, so it's going to be like 2019, 2020, 2021 all over again with this man out here throwing for 300 yards every game, 3 touchdowns and whatnot. Travis Kelsey's looking like old Travis Kelsey. I think he had damn near 100 yards receiving last night on 6 receptions. So I don't want to see it, but I'm afraid I'm afraid we ain't gonna have a choice. You know, I think the Chiefs are definitely up there. The Colts, as we talked about, are up there.
Mhm.
I'm not sold on the Buffalo Bills, and I guess we will find something out this Sunday when they play the Kansas City Chiefs. Uh, the Bills' defense is not that good, and I don't think that gets talked about enough. I know they beat the shit out of Carolina the other day, which hey, congratulations on the Panthers anyway. But
Right.
but when they play teams with running backs are running all over the Buffalo Bills. We watched Derrick Henry do it. We watched what the Baltimore Ravens did to it. The Ravens, they gave that game away in week 1. They never should have lost that game, and it's been downhill for them ever since. But I think the Ravens are a team that folks are gonna have to watch out for because they got the easiest schedule going on the rest of the year. Lamar Jackson coming back healthy. I'm just saying, man, they're the odds-on favorite to win the division, man.
About their
And
Here you
defense.
go.
Is
Here
their
you
defense
go.
gonna get healthy?
I'm not saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl, but don't be surprised if they win the division. And when they win the
Remember, we
division
got 20 on it.
on what?
When we was
Super
at that
Bowl?
Mexican restaurant, you was talking cash money about the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
And what was it? Was it to win the Super Bowl or get to the Super Bowl? Because I'm still open for either one. It was one of the
Hey,
two.
I'm open for either one too, whichever one you want, because I'm telling you, in my heart of hearts and in my beliefs, that's a team I would not want to play when they make the playoffs, because they are gonna make the playoffs.
Why
But
not?
again, huh?
Why not?
Why not what?
I don't view the Ravens as a team like, hey, I wouldn't want to see them in the playoffs. Why
Oh,
not? We've seen what they do in the playoffs.
because at
Shout
some
out
point,
Tevin Raines. I'm talking to you too.
hey, at some point the Ravens are gonna get over that hump. At some point. We
At
watch it
some
happen.
point, I don't think
We've
it's
watched
this
it
year
happen with
though.
everybody. We've watched it happen with everybody. We watched it happen with Peyton Manning, watched it happen with Roethlisberger, watched it happen with Brady. They all get over the hump at some point. And hey, all I'm saying is when you got a guy that dynamic who's capable of winning games, if he can get out his head, they'll be all right. But he's got to get out his head and he's got to realize what he can and can't do. And we'll see what's gonna
Right.
happen.
No, I hear
I'm
you.
always going
I
I'm
rock
always
with
gonna have
Lamar.
faith on him. I'm not backing out of
Right.
no bet. I definitely ain't bet. You can have it win the Super Bowl or make the Super Bowl. I really don't give a shit. You can pick it right now. $20, easy money.
Is
I'm
their
on that all
defense
day
gonna get
long.
healthy though? I know their defense
Well,
is
That's a
hurt
their
that's
right
a free
now.
defense
20. I'll
their
take it.
defense is healthy now, but the problem with their defense is it wasn't the problem with their defense wasn't health because when they looked like shit, they were fully healthy. All them dudes just got hurt in the Kansas City game. So everybody was like, well, the defense is hurt, whatever, whatever. Now, that defense was ass before the Kansas City game. But I think they'll be all right going forward because it's the same shit that happened last year. Their defense was ass last year, the first 7, 8 weeks of the season, and then they turned it around. And how do you turn that around? By playing a bunch of sorry ass teams, which is what they're getting ready to do for the next 8 weeks. They're getting ready to beat the shit out of all kinds of motherfuckers. They're gonna make the playoffs. All they got to do is beat the Steelers. I mean, at the end of the day, how hard is it gonna be to beat the Steelers and 50-year-old Aaron Rodgers? Son of a bitch is as old as
True.
I am out there, and he's a crackhead at the same time too. He's gonna be in a cave smoking crack
That is
by the end of the
crazy.
year. He is, man. He's gonna be smoking crack in a cave by the end of the year, like he always does. Ain't nobody scared of no damn Aaron Rodgers. So all I'm saying is, don't sleep on
Man, a
the Ravens.
crackhead.
Hey, he is. What's it? He is. Am I lying?
That was the
Y'all know
funniest
Nah, I
clip
don't.
ever against the Bengals when his own offensive lineman tackled him to the ground. Got
man, that was
stopped.
funny.
Hey,
That
he
was
was
Yeah,
hot.
hilarious.
yeah,
That was comedy.
that was
Hey,
funny,
he got
man.
up hot for real.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah, his face was super red and everything. Like he was hot.
as an old man,
Hey, that was funny.
I felt that shit, man. If somebody tackled me, I'd be mad as hell, man. What the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing, man? Get off me.
Man, that would have
You
been
know,
something if he tore his ACL off that or something. That would
hey, it's a wonder he didn't.
Oh,
It's a
for
wonder he
real.
didn't with his old brittle
That's
ass.
probably why he got so pissed because he's like, "Hey, man,
yeah,
quit
that's
playing
definitely why he
around.
got mad. He could have definitely
Like,
got hurt off that.
Oh yeah,
twist the
shit, yeah,
ankle, something."
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he was skipping along, he had no idea. He was doing his little Aaron Rodgers skip, and dude came up behind him, and
Yeah, it was
oh
calm.
man, that shit was great.
That
That
was
shit-
funny.
Oh yeah. But anyways, all right. So on to the NFC. Who y'all got in the NFC? Who y'all liking in the NFC right now?
Gotta put the Eagles up there,
True that.
consistent as ever. Shout out Baby J.
Mhm.
But
Right.
yeah,
Very gang.
they've shown that they're vulnerable though. They've shown at times they're vulnerable. So last year
Yep.
I don't really remember seeing that, but this year I'm definitely seeing a little more vulnerability, but they're up there. I put the Packers and Lions up there too. Probably more so the Lions. They
Yep.
beat the shit out of the Buccaneers this past
Mhm.
day. They just look like a team to be reckoned with. But I feel like the
Right.
Packers, they make a little too many mistakes. Like they'll be on the goal line and get like 3 straight penalties or do something crazy. That's
Right.
what the
Mhm.
Packers do. But if they can buff out the mistakes, I think they could be up there. And then yeah, I really feel like it's just the Eagles, Packers, Lions.
If the Bucks can get healthy, I think they'll be better. But they got to get healthy. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing without. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing without Mike Evans. And, I mean, they might be able to get by without Chris Godwin, but they got to have Mike Evans and they got to have him healthy. And if he can't come back, then that's probably gonna be a wrap for the Bucks.
Jeez. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they at least need one of them at the very least.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So what about disappointments from in the NFL this year? Do y'all have any disappointments? Anybody y'all thought was going to be good that ain't no good? Teams, players, anything of that nature? From where I sit, I can't think of nothing off the top of my head other than the Baltimore Ravens and how they've been. But as I said, that's not something I'm worried about because, like I said, their schedule is going to be getting tremendously easier for the rest of the year. So I ain't too much worried about them. I think they're going to win the division, make the playoffs, and we'll see what happens when they get there. But other than them, I really can't think of anybody who disappointed me. I'm glad to see the Colts doing what they're doing. It's always fun to see when new teams that you didn't expect are good. The Broncos are another team. I didn't realize the Broncos, like the Chargers, they don't scare me, but the Broncos, I think they'll be good enough to make some noise in the playoffs going in. Trying to think off the top of my head
They
who else
just
there
lost
might
Pat
be.
Surtain though. I'm not sure how long he's gonna be out, but
Hmm.
I said
lost him.
that 3 to 5 weeks at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
gonna hurt.
what about the Patriots and Drake May? Do y'all believe in them? Do y'all think they're good enough to make some noise in the playoffs this year?
I'm not gonna lie. I've watched every one of their games, and I'm like, I'm a believer. I hate the Patriots though, but they've looked good. They've progressively gotten better too. I wish they would use Henderson more. I feel like they
Right.
don't use him enough.
Right.
No, they're trending up as well. They got a nice defense. I'm like, I like what they got going for sure.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm a believer, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did make a deep run.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
I
I
can
got
still
you.
see them. I don't even maybe wild card. You know what I mean? Something slight, but for a
But they
team
might
that I
win.
thought
They're in the lead for the division right now. And-
right, and that division is it's shaky. It's just them and Bills, but
Yeah. Oh yeah.
a team I'm a little like not like disappointed, but I kind of like expected more out of because they got a good record, but I just thought offensively the Jaguars would look a lot different than how they've looked this season. I thought
Well,
with Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas, I was just like,
yeah.
that should be like must see TV. But when you watch their games, it's like I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is just ass or like what the deal is because Brian Thomas is cold. We know what he is, and we know what Travis Hunter is. So I'm like, but watching them, even ETN in the backfield, you would think like they should be one of the most explosive offenses, and they're not.
In my opinion, I think you hit on what the problem is, and I think the problem is Trevor Lawrence because they got the pieces. They
And
got the
Liam
pieces.
Cohen's a nice coach too.
He is, man.
We haven't seen
And
him as a head coach, but
yeah, and he's proven at the NFL level that he can run an NFL offense and have
right.
that be a top notch offense. So Trevor Lawrence got to figure it out, man. Jaguars definitely should be better. after they beat Kansas City, I thought they would look a little bit better. Or did they lose that game? Did they lose Kansas City or beat them?
No, they beat it.
Oh, they beat them. Yeah, they
And they
did. They
and they
beat them.
beat so they beat San Francisco, Kansas City, and then they went out and started losing after that, right?
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
like, I think they had like a solid record, but it just ain't passed the eye test for real.
Yeah, oh,
Like,
yeah, I'm with you. I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Oh, one thing I wanted to say about the Packers. One thing that I don't like about the Packers is their offense is not explosive to me. And I think that's going to be a problem going in the long run. I think you got to have somebody who can break it wide open for you at some point. And I know Christian Watson used to be that guy. He used to be the guy, but he can never stay healthy. If I'm not mistaken, he's just now coming off the PUP list and is just now
yeah,
starting to play.
Yeah, it's
So,
his first game back this past Sunday. They're missing Jaden
okay.
Reed too.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, man, they even it's like when they get everybody healthy, I don't know, man. It's like there's something missing. Like Josh Jacobs, he's a good running back, but he's a
hmm
volume running back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He'll get you 100 yards and a touchdown, but it's going to be on 30 carries. It's not like it's going to happen on 18 carries or anything like that.
right,
They really don't throw him the ball that much as well. So it's not that he's not a great running back. He's just not a dynamic running back. I mean, when's the last time
facts,
you saw him take off for an 80-yard touchdown run, man? This shit just don't happen with him.
Yeah,
But he will plug it out and he will punch it in the end zone for you. But
right.
that's my main beef with the Packers is their offense is just not explosive. So that was one of the things I wanted to hit on when you brought the Packers up. Because I like the Packers. I think they got potential, but like I said, they're just not explosive, man. And that bugs the shit out of me.
I think everyone just fell in love with the Packers for real. I feel like, I mean, I'd be hating because that is another contender, but I'm like, as an Eagles fan, I fear the Lions more than I fear the Packers.
Right, right.
yeah,
Basically, based off what you said, like the Lions, you know what I'm saying? They give it to you any kind of way you want it,
Any kind of way.
because they got, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just got too many options of weapons. And as the Packers, like again, I'm sounds like I'm hating, but I'm just like Jordan Love. I need to like I'm not that sold on him. And I know you don't necessarily need like a great quarterback to win. We've seen lesser quarterbacks do it, but I feel like you were saying with their offense, they don't necessarily have like that go-to kind of like Jacobs, he's the running back, but like receiver wise, they don't really have that. So I feel like when you don't have that, you got to have a quarterback like a Josh Allen because he don't got that in Buffalo, but you still see what he be doing.
Yeah, true
And
that.
I don't think that'll last in the playoffs for real. I think they got a nice defense. Obviously getting Parsons and
Mhm.
they got a nice little deep, but I'm like, I really Packers put no fear in me as an Eagles fan for real.
Right, right, right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. And their
Yeah.
only loss this year is against the Browns too. But yeah,
Man,
Yeah,
they
man.
are missing that extra explosiveness that like the Chiefs got, the Lions got,
you know,
the Eagles
Mhm.
got. Um, yeah, I agree. They're definitely missing something for sure.
Oh,
mhm.
yeah. Shoot, yeah. I almost forgot about that Browns game, 13-10. It's like
Oh,
if you got a good enough defense, you can stop the Packers and beat them. I ain't gonna say easily, but if you got a strong defense, you can handle them because they're not gonna do nothing crazy to beat you.
Facts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, folks, that's about all the time we got today. I hope y'all did enjoy the show. It's always one of my favorite things to do is when I can splash into this nepotism and bring the boys on here and talk some sports with y'all. So definitely had to have them back on before the season's over with, NFL season's over with. Give We'll get them back on here and talk some college basketball when the college basketball season's kicked in underway, and let's talk about the coach who I won't make the nickname for no more. We see how they're doing. We can check in on UK fans and see how they're doing, see how they're going, because we all know how it goes to UK fans. They start off 40-0, 40-0, 40-0. But then when they lose that game in the Champions Classic, they're gonna be sad as shit.
Fire
So
Pope. We gonna hear some Fire Pope this year. I like Mark Pope too, but I'm like,
yeah, I like Mark Pope. I like Mark Pope.
we gonna hear we're gonna hear that this year.
Yeah, yeah. So but yeah, that's all we got for today's show. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Jason's Jewels, ladies and gentlemen. We will catch you all next week. We out of here. Peace.